Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Inside the Paintballers studio. Today I am with a young gentleman who is many things. He is an icon, would be underestimating what he is. He is known as one of the hardest working men in paintball. He is one of the most talented players you will ever experience in your lifetime in the sport. He has forgotten more than half the players in this industry have ever learned being in this game. He is a dedicated father. He is a biker and a fisherman and just a hardcore, rad individual within itself. May I please introduce you to the legend that is Mr. Rocky Cagnoni. How are you doing, sir?
Great, man. Good to see you, Wolf.
You good?
Yeah, excellent, excellent.
You've been doing this for a while.
Man, I want to say this is my 28th year.
Wow, that's a big thing right there.
Huge, huge.
I
know
Rocky,
I look good, but I'm an old man.
Rocky is your real name?
Antonio Rocky Cagnoni.
Italia.
See,
Nice. That's a strong Italian name, brother.
come from a great, great bloodline.
Yes. Mom and dad are
Both from Italy.
okay.
Came over to this country, lived the American dream. Dad was a hard worker, showed me good work ethics.
What's dad's name?
Antonio.
Of course.
So I'm junior.
Yes, sir.
Worked really hard. My brother and sister were born in Chicago. We moved down to Florida. He got a good job down in Florida doing construction. He's always in construction, and that's where I was born and raised, and that's why I'm a native Floridian.
Yes.
And Florida is my home state forever.
I always saw you as a Cali guy for some
Everybody
reason.
always thinks I'm a Cali boy. Because all my besties are from Cali, and
Yeah.
I've spent so much time over there in my paintball career that people think I'm a Cali boy. But no, Florida, born and raised. I'm a Florida cracker.
Yes, sir. Outstanding. Sister's name?
Inez.
Brothers?
This might get me in trouble. Cag, don't kill me. His real name is Loris. Loris.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know that before.
Yes. But he goes by Cag.
Wow.
My hero.
He's a lot of people's heroes. He does some very impressive work.
He is my hero for sure. He
How
always
was
has
high school for a young Rocky?
been. Ooh. High school was good. I didn't. I wasn't as much involved as I should have been in high school. I grew up in the 80s in South Florida. It was rough. A lot of, it was just a rough time down in South Florida in the 80s, especially living down in the Miami, Dade, Broward area.
Yeah.
So, I mean, either you had tough skin or you were fleeing quick.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was good, and came out unscathed. I don't know how.
Knock on wood.
And
Yes,
then,
sir.
I was lucky because before paintball, I was big into judo.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Before paintball, I was born and raised really for judo. I was in judo since I was 7 all the way till 18, and I got out of judo because paintball overtook it. That's what I knew I wanted to do. And even though my dad was like, you're making the wrong move, but I got a scholarship for the National Judo Institute in Colorado Springs, and judo was like my thing, but there was something about paintball that I told myself, man, I'm really good at shooting people. So the energy of paintball took me out. And even though judo was kind of my thing because it was one-on-one. So if you messed up, you couldn't go, man, why aren't you covering my lanes? Or how come you didn't do this? There was no excuse. It was, if I lost, it was me.
Yeah.
But there was something about paintball as a team unit that I wasn't used to, that it was a bond for me. And I think that's why, and all of my best friends are paintball players. And it's because of that, from when I started till now, that it's a brotherhood, and it's something that I think the only other people, and they probably know way better than us, is the military people. Once you have that brotherhood, and you look to the left, and you have your brother there, and you look to the right, those are your boys.
Yes, sir.
And it's, like I said, military knows it way better, but I think we're the second best to know it. Because
I think so.
We're out there, and it's just
we experience some crazy stuff together.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yeah.
From the field to airports to, it's not just, people think, oh, paintball, they just go to events. We spend so much time at airports, at hotels,
Yeah.
trying to rent a car,
Yeah.
just everything, in between. It's either you're gonna love that guy and he's your brother,
Yeah.
or you guys are gonna kill each other.
Yes.
So
sir.
it's a big thing.
Yeah. It's what did Mom think of this paintball stuff?
Mom actually got me into paintball, believe it or not.
Really?
Yep.
Explain that to me.
Of course, my brother is a big military guy. He's
Yes.
been in the teams his whole life.
Yes, sir. God bless him.
Yep. And God bless all the military guys. Thank you guys
Yes.
so much, man.
Outstanding.
Seriously. We used to play BB gun wars back in the day. And of course, being the older brother and way wiser and more athletic and just a badass, he would always blow me to pieces. And I'd have to come home, and Mom would have to literally, like a zit,
Yeah.
pick BBs out of my skin.
Take it out of your skin.
Yeah. Straight up, crossmen, brass
Complainers
beam,
complain about
BBs.
paintballs hurt too much.
Yeah, I know. I could go into a whole story about that. But anyway, so the next year, she bought me a Splatmaster. No, sorry, that was my second one. She bought me a Nell Spot, 12 gram, 10 rounds. She got it for Christmas. Awesome, at the best time. But then the neighbors started complaining because I was the only person with this gun, so I shot everything in the neighborhood. So then she bought my best friend, Jay Freddy,
Okay.
the same gun, and then we just started battling, and it just slowly has progressed since then.
Wow.
So it was a fluke accident, and back then we just played because we loved the sport.
When was back then? What year we talking?
87.
Okay.
Started 87. Back then there was no really organized fields or anything like
Yeah.
that, so we would have to literally get dropped off. And I remember the first field we went to was back on this dirt road by like a correctional institution, and my
Yeah.
mom was looking at us going, no. And back then it was even worse because it was all older guys.
Yes.
So as she pulls around the corner and down this dirt road, down in the woods, bunch of older guys, and she looked at me and goes, what are you getting into? I go, Mom, you gotta understand. Just wait. And they hated it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, years gone by, they turned into my biggest fans.
Wow.
So it all, and it was a sick feeling, you know it. It was one of those things that you can't explain it to your parents. That's why as a dad, sometimes when Little Rock tells me something, even though I don't know it, if that's what he's feeling, that might be it, And same with, everybody out there. You never know.
Yeah. Totally.
Stuff happens for a reason.
Most definitely. You've garnered quite the reputation in this sport. Now, before I go on with that, can you tell us or some of the people some of the accomplishments you've pulled off in this game?
Man,
Some of the championships, some of the tournaments you've done.
there's a lot of pro wins on my belt. Under Avalanche, we won world championship winners back-to-back in the MPPL. We went over Europe and dominated over there for like 3 years. Little things. I was lucky enough to, in PGI's top 200, I made number 9 of all time.
Wow.
Little things. I mean,
Little things are big things in
not
the
even the medals. It goes as far as helping someone out get into the sport, like the guys that are killing it now.
Yeah.
Like all the top pro teams, they were kids.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel good that when they were kids and starting out, that you know, it kind of helped them out.
Absolutely.
I was there for them. Hey, you need this, you need that, boom. And now those kids are winning everything.
Shoot, you
So
still
it's-
do that for me today. So
You do the same thing, brother. Same thing. But I mean, there's a lot of accomplishments. There's a lot of pro wins. Avalanche, we killed it back in the day, back from '96 to 2002. We pretty much dominated the pro scene. I mean, it was back and forth with Aftershock and Dynasty and Ironman. Killed it over in Europe, and then we've pretty much traveled all over the world and scalped and stole souls.
Yeah.
So-
And the reason why I introduced it that way is that because you have something that's very rare, and that is the love of pretty much every paintball player out there.
Yeah.
Why is it that Rocky's so loved? That's a weird question to answer, but in a game where there's a lot of hate and a lot of people who have odds with each other, especially such a competitive events and tournament, how come I can't find anyone who doesn't like you?
It's weird. I ask myself the same thing. I think it's and it gets deep, but I think the aura that people put out, some people really recognize it. And when I first started playing, it's a funny story. I think we were in Pittsburgh or wherever we were. I played my big first event, and I remember, and I wasn't even a kid. I want to say I was 17, 18, and one of my favorite pro teams was playing. They lost, which didn't matter to me, and I think I went up to their the stage area, but back then it was just a table, and I asked for an autograph, and they were legitimately mad that I came up and asked, and they're like, "Man, we just lost. Could you give us a minute?" And I took a step back and went, "Man, that was rough."
Yeah.
All I wanted was their autograph, and it's not like it's you know a horrible thing. It's sports. You win, you lose. You still got fans. And I think from that point on, I told myself, man, if anything ever comes of me playing paintball, I will not be that
guy.
dick.
Yeah. Okay. I
Could we
totally
beep
know what
out?
you mean. Yeah, sure.
And I think that that kind of set the tone for my thing. And let's face it, I'm not gonna do anything else. So this is my job. So I love it. I mean,
Oh, nice.
I mean, you know, yeah, paintball is my life, pretty much.
And your work ethic, again, when I say you're probably the most hardest working man in paintball, that's not I'm not.
There's a lot of
just saying
hard-working
that.
people in
but
paintball, for
I've
sure.
I've hung out in your place and see you pack your truck on your own, go to an event, drive for hours and days on your own every weekend, and set up your tents plural on your
my
own,
booth
set up
display.
all the merch on your own, and want to do it alone. Like you got your whole system set up,
Yeah.
and you don't want the help. Like I've seen you set up like 3-4 tents, all merchandise, all
Super
things.
OCD when it comes to my boots.
It is.
I like it certain ways.
And that's like that. You have no idea how hard that is.
That's because and that goes back to loving paintball. I want to make sure that I'm there for the players. I'm not there to make money. I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, I work for Dye, which is the best company in the world, makes the best product. But I'm there to make sure that our products 110% satisfy the kids or the older guys that are using it. And to me, if I don't do that, it feels like I'm letting down my life or my sport, which sounds weird. I don't want to get all crazy, but I mean, it's super important to me.
How does it feel to be one of the first players to have had a signature series marker with WD?
Awesome. It was good, and they came out and they asked me, and it's a huge thing. It was good. I knew that gun front and back. I worked with them for 11 years, 11 great years.
Yeah.
I love all those Brits. yeah, it was a huge accomplishment. It was. I mean, and I think that was one of the times where I kind of took a picture and I sent it to mom and dad. I go, told you paintball was gonna happen for me. I got my own gun. So yeah,
that's a good feeling right there.
It was good. I mean, all those steps that every pro player or anybody that really loves the sport takes is awesome. But deeper than that, it's the little things, and you know it just as well. You're in a bunker. I'm out of paint. You look to your right, and it's a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Bam! Here you go, buddy.
There you go.
Stay in the game.
No questions asked.
That goes farther than anything else.
You bet.
Don't get me wrong. I love to cause havoc and put pain on guys.
Yes, you do.
But
I've witnessed it.
But our sport is one of those sports that we need. It's a full circle. I don't care. Since it started, it's always been a full circle, and we got to keep putting back in and getting all these young kids to realize, hey man, this is good for your life. This is good for everything. We used to do this thing back in the day. I forgot what it's called, Crunch City or something. But we used to take inner city youth kids, and they were gang members and super badasses. And we're like, all right. And we used to do it. We did it behind JT when they used to be in Chula Vista back in the day.
Wow.
And we took these inner city youth kids, badass gang members, whatever. They totally would have beat me up. But we took them out on the field, and we're like, all right, we're going to play a couple games. Of course, we wiped them out, probably 8 games in a row. And then we went back and talked to them. And we're like, hey, man, that was just paintball. Mm-hmm. And it made them look back and go, whoa, I would, if I thought I was that badass and that would have been real guns, we wouldn't even be here. And
yes,
it almost brought them back down to earth. And at the end of the day, it was from going, yo, what's up? And then do this, they were like hugging us.
It's a humbling moment.
It's little things like that makes it our sport awesome.
Yes, sir. I totally agree.
So,
few years, something very special came into your life that changed you as a man, as an individual. We all know him as Little Rock. What has being a father done to you as a person?
Man, I can go on and on. It's that's your blood. You know, that's your whole life, hopefully being passed on. Because that's how I feel. Like, my dad taught me pretty much everything that I know. And I look back, even though he's not here, I go, man, Dad was awesome. And hopefully that gets passed on. It's your blood. It's your king. It carries your whole, whatever the word is. It's huge. And not only is he a solid kid, I could almost be more retarded around him. Like, he wants me to be crazy. He wants me to. So it's good. And I have great friends. You know, I got great roommates. They all get along great with them. You know, of course, between Anthony and Greg, they're computer nerds, and Little Rock is a computer nerd. So sometimes
it all works out.
He comes over and he's like, all right, what's up, Dad? Anthony, Greg, where you guys at? You know? And you're like, what the? And so it's huge, man. And he's I can honestly say I'm blessed because he's a solid kid, super easy, super smart, on a roll. This is how I end up buying all this stuff, because I make stupid bets. Rock, you make on a roll again, I'll get you this.
Yes.
And I end up buying him stuff. But
wow. So he's not just a spoiled kid. He works for it.
The kid he's a solid kid, and I know everyone says that, but he really is, and I'm blessed to have him. And he's going to carry on the legacy. It might not be paintball. It might be. I think it's going to be something way greater.
No matter what he does,
as long as he's happy,
he's going to be great at it. Yes, sir.
As a father. So, yeah, it was a blessing, man.
I always see you. I've seen you in your most extreme disposition, in your most hardcore paintballer that shoots some faces.
Yeah. It's a light switch.
Destroy lives, and then I see you with your son.
That's what I'm saying. It's a total light switch,
and it's an amazing thing.
It's once you get out there, and it's like that. I think with life in general. You know, you go to work, you got to flick on the light switch. You got to be a certain way. get off of work, flick it off, and do whatever you need to do in your life. And it's the same way. It might be way more intense in paintball because you know we go out there, we're guys with guns and girls too. But I'm saying you have a gun in your hand and you're shooting at someone. That's intense. You know, there's nothing besides being in the military. And thank you guys again. I'll keep saying it a million times.
Yes, sir.
There's nothing that compares to it. So
yes, absolutely.
it's huge.
How did you get involved with DIE?
When I got involved with DIE, it was the latter years of working with WDP, Angel out of Europe, that made electronic markers back in the day, and it was getting towards my end, and Little Rock was just born. I wasn't sure really where I wanted to go, you know, because when you have a kid, it's in the first
perspective, your whole thing changes.
First 2 years, you think everything that's got has to change. So I kind of petered off of paintball for a little bit, not much, and then Mike Paxton said, "Hey, you want to come work for us?"
This young punk named Mike Paxton invited you to this company called DIE. What do you think about that?
My boy. I love him to death, dude. I'll take a vote for that guy. So I was, like I said, I was getting out of paint. Well, not getting out of it, but I was slowing down. Wasn't sure where I was going. I had a Little Rock. And Pax came up and said, "Hey, you want to work for DIE?" And DIE's always been cutting edge.
Yeah.
Cool, California guys. Super, you know, they make the coolest stuff, the hippest stuff. And I went, well, what would I do? Gun tech. Man, well,
I don't know. There's so many pretty boys that DIE. I don't know if they can handle you.
All I've ever worked on was Angels. I go, yeah, well, I'll give it a chance. They flew me to Phoenix, sat me in a room and said, "Learn this gun."
Wow.
And since then, it's pretty much been history.
Really?
And, and it's as easy as that. 1, 2, 3.
The thing is that you are the tech of techs. Like when I talk to
Billy
techs,
Wing is the tech of techs, but
Billy is behind the desk now.
He's a mad scientist. That guy,
Billy's behind the desk.
That guy can make a volcano.
I know.
For a 7th grader out of this pen.
I'm messing around, Billy. I know your skills, brother. But Billy, we don't get to see enough of Billy.
Yeah, well,
Rock is out there. Rock is
mad scientist,
in the people.
Yes, I'm the people person.
You got the mad scientist, and you got the man keeping Frankenstein alive on a daily basis.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
I'll take it.
So,
I'll take it.
what to guys who want to be techs? I should say paintball marker technicians.
Yes.
Because this is what this man specializes in, other than shooting faces. What do you recommend them to do, and how to learn that skill?
The first thing it says, sounds weird, is everybody read your gun manuals. No one ever reads them.
Yes.
And then from there, you'll if you know someone that knows the gun a little bit better than you, sit down with that guy for 30 minutes or an hour. You know, it's super imperative that everybody knows their equipment.
Yeah.
If you don't, then hey, listen, we're not all NASCAR drivers. We can just whip in the pits and it gets done.
Yeah.
We're soldiers.
Yes, sir.
You gotta work on your stuff in the field to take the souls that you need to take.
Yes, sir. I like that. That should be a T-shirt.
So
yes,
you should know your tools.
Yeah.
And a lot of people take, and especially in the last 5 years, since there's so many techs out there from every company, not just mine.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gives people the false sense that, I don't need to know it because I'll just bring it to attack.
Yeah.
You're soldiers, guys. You guys are out there doing it.
Yeah.
Learn your equipment. It's super important.
Well, there's been times where I've been in the field and I've had to break it down in the middle of the grass and have to work. You know what I mean? So, and that's vital. A lot of guys, I don't know.
Super important.
Is it a tournament thing where that you're in and out in minutes? That might be that, or is it also a woods ball thing? Do you think? Because woods ball, we have to be out there longer and rely on ourselves more.
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little. Of course, the tournament guys, you know, they just want the settings done. But for the most part, it's the woods ball guys. Just their guns are so much I don't want to say older, but
Yeah.
they haven't looked at them
They're
because
not
it's
as-
working.
yes.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
And they wait till the last second.
Yeah.
So,
By
I mean,
the time it comes to you,
yeah.
it's a dirt mess.
But I will say the scenario guys, they make it happen. They take initiative,
Okay.
and at least they'll go to camp or something like that. Us tournament guys sometimes just go, fix it. You're here.
Yeah.
You know who you are, man.
Yeah.
You know, you guys know.
Yeah, it's well, if I come to you, it's usually
Hey.
for an important reason, but
You're my boy, Blue.
yeah,
I like you because you take initiative and you get as much done that
Yeah.
you can do, and then if you're stumped, then you bring it to me.
yes, sir. I
Totally
try.
different
I
than
try.
going, I don't know what's wrong with it. Where's it leaking? I don't know. Totally different.
Yes, and I appreciate that ever so much.
Any day, brother.
You allow me to do what I do, like so many hundreds of other
And
players
you
out there.
too.
I want to finish off this conversation with a few in-depth yet short questions. Quick questions that really need quick answers that you just come up top of your head type of stuff.
Done.
Let's try this out, see where it goes.
Yep.
What is your favorite tangible physical object in the world?
Man, my favorite? Mini M&Ms.
Oh, really?
Love them.
I did not know that.
In the container, not in the bag.
Not the bag.
In the little tube container. Love them.
Really? Okay.
I could literally live off those if I had to. Just saying.
That's hilarious. I love that. What is your favorite thing to hear a person say to you?
Your son looks exactly like you.
Oh, nice.
I like that.
Nice.
I really do.
That's
Kind
significant.
of sappy.
Yeah.
That or you blew my head off, dude. I like to hear that too. But I like when people go, "Oh man, your son looks exactly like you."
That's nice.
I like
yeah.
that.
And your son takes after you by his actions too.
Yeah.
Yes, they start taking
Way
on.
smarter though, like I said earlier.
Yeah, but they start taking on
Yes.
certain things
Yep,
that you
yep,
do,
yep.
certain things that you say.
Absolutely.
And you start seeing that and other people see
Yep.
that. And that's a huge thing.
And I love it. It
Yes.
makes you feel good.
Hey, I came home one day and my son named one of his stuffed animals Huya.
It's little things like that.
It's so
that
cute.
It's hard to, because no one's there to witness it,
Yes,
so it's
sir.
hard to go. And you don't want to go, hey man, you know what my kid did the other night? Named this Hua.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't get it.
They don't
you gotta
get
be
it.
in the moment.
That's a huge thing right
And
there.
It is.
One of the least favorite, one of your least things you like to hear people say.
Oh, jeez, and I hear it all the time. You snore so bad. I hear it all the time, dude. It's so bad. It's so bad.
I have to admit.
Hey, listen, ask Pat, ask me. You could ask Anthony. You could go around and ask.
Brother,
my snoring,
I've
kills.
I've roomed with
kills
you,
everybody.
and I've been in a
Oh, yeah,
hotel,
that's right.
and
That's
it's
right.
room beside you, and I
A
can
wall
attest.
shaker, baby.
I-
A wall shaker.
I can attest to that. So
totally.
don't take it personal.
No, when you
Just
say
take it as another
I
skill
don't,
set.
I don't hate it, but that's like one thing that people are gonna say to me that I really don't want to hear is that.
It is
for
well
sure.
warranted, my
That's
friend.
all right, fair enough.
It's all good.
Good.
What is something you may hear that is music to your ears?
Get back out there, kid.
Like that. It means a lot.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
Get back out there, kid.
What in life was your worst job?
Oh my. Worst? Man, I don't think there's such a thing. It's a job. Go out and make money and, put forth the effort, make this place better.
Yes, sir.
I
Outstanding.
don't think it's I didn't like putting fruit on this table that I had to do and missed it down, but a job's a job. Go
Yes,
get
sir.
a job, you lazy guys.
That is your dad speaking right now.
Exactly.
Outstanding.
You came to this country and you gotta work, man.
Yes, sir.
Nothing's handed to you.
Yes, sir. Jesus, that sounds like someone who'd say stuff like bloody knuckles or something.
Weird.
Weird where that come from. What is something you've gained in life because of paintball? That means a lot to you.
Live every day. Live every day and enjoy your friends.
what is something that you felt that you've had to sacrifice due to paintball and lose out on?
Ooh, man. I don't want to call it sacrificing because he gets a lot out of it, but maybe being gone from the kid. But it's not really a sacrifice because just like being in the military, man, you're gone from your kid, but it's not, you're making it better for them.
Yes.
So I don't like it sometimes, but
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Man, I wouldn't really say anything sacrifice. If anything, paintball made shit 300 times better for me in life, really. And it doesn't even have to be paintball, anything in life. You just got to go get it and put your heart into it and not be a wuss.
Yes.
And don't give excuses, just do it.
I love that.
So
that's a t-shirt right there.
We had a couple of t-shirts on this episode today.
I could imagine, right? Well, you say some significant things, sir.
I don't know where it
you
comes
are
from.
a very wise man.
Yeah.
When it comes to
Don't
life.
let anybody know that because I try to play the dumb role, so I don't have to do that much.
Oh, you are far from that. You are far from that, sir. Anyone who knows you knows that have a conversation with Rocky will change your life in a good way.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
And last but not least, where will we see Rocky in 10 years? What will he be doing?
Hopefully right here doing another interview. I don't plan on really going anywhere.
Yes, sir.
I mean, this is it for me. I mean, hopefully by then they'll have a specialized skybox for me. So
I know, right?
I could have AC and stuff like that. But, right here.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going nowhere.
Yes, sir.
I said it back. I want to say I said it back in 2002.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're getting ready to retire. Yeah. Where are you going to go? You guys aren't going to get rid of me. You guys are all effed. You guys got to deal with me forever, dude. Till something really bad happens. This is what you're going to get all the time. Minus I go to sleep a lot earlier. But I wake up super early.
You're known to sleep anywhere and have a good nap now and then. So hey, you got your
I
head
got a
of the curve.
guilt-free conscience. That's why.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Not everyone can say that.
Yeah.
That's another reason why you're loved so much.
Maybe. I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Hey, everybody out there is loved, and some people are grumpier than others, and sometimes you gotta show them more love.
That's the thing, right?
You know who you are, trucker.
Well said, sir. Well said. Yes, Billy, we have to get in that chair soon.
No, but hey,
a nice conversation.
I'm blessed to work for a great company, have awesome friends, and everybody's supportive, and it's one of those things that you should be blessed for it because a lot of people don't have it, and a lot of people are miserable, and I can go on and on, man. But
yes, sir.
Paintball gives you a lot back if you put into it and aren't a dick.
I think those are probably the best words. However, weird to say to end this interview, and well-spoken indeed. Sir, you are a scholar and a gentleman. Wow. And a man who leads.
Can we get this to my mom? So my mom can see this too.
I hope she sees this, because when she sees the man that she has brought up and how many lives he has positively affected, it's a huge thing.
Yeah.
And if she ever meets anyone in the street who has met Rocky Cagnoni, she will bear witness to a man who is damn near perfect in this game. And in this game, I'm not gonna say everywhere, because Lord knows you got some faults that are crazy. No, I'm kidding. But
I know.
Mama Cagnoni, this is a good man right here. And we appreciate everything he has accomplished, will accomplish. You've grown the sport. You've kept us in it. And you show people that you can be a significant person and have a grand stature without making that any lesser of an individual, and you're an awesome guy.
Thank you.
And you're freaking
And everybody else could do the same thing. So,
plain and simple.
Come on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Again, you've been watching Inside the Paintballers Studio. We will see you next time. This is the man right here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day.
Was that good? You're really good. You're making me tear up.
Oh, really? Okay.
I can fight back.
Thank you, man. Yeah, just let them know as we're shooting that stuff's going on. Thank you, bro.
And let them know if they mess it up, I'm really gonna be upset.
How do I look, ma'am? Thank you. Thank you, my dear. When
Doesn't seem like she has to do much.
I need you to go like right here out of camera and like big
How do I look?
gestures.
Do I look greasy?